I'm Clarence Silingasa and welcome to Think Visa. If you want to get updated on Australian immigration news or learn about Australian immigration opportunities and visa application tips, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. For today's video, we'll talk about the common mistakes that skilled visa applicants usually make upon visa application process. But before we go on for today's topic, grab this chance to join our Facebook group. As a member of this group, you could post your immigration inquiries, questions, opinions, or experiences. Also, we regularly post our immigration policy changes and news in this group so you could be updated on real time. To join, simply scan this code to be directed in the support. It will only take 30 seconds of your time to fill it up, then click the button below to join this community. Going back to our topic, mistakes can significantly delay your visa application process, especially now that the Department of Home Affairs is becoming more stricter and intolerant of these errors. That's why identifying and acknowledging these common mistakes upon visa application process is both efficient and helpful. First common mistake is miscalculating your points in your expression of interest or EOI. Upon submission of your EOI, Skill Select does not require applicants to verify the things they have written or declared in their EOI. However, the department will soon ask applicants to provide proof to back up the point test result in your EOI. And if the documents you submitted does not coincide with the points you have in your EOI, that will cause a big problem. This mistake might be intentional or by accident. However, the department will not tolerate such an error no matter what the cause is. That's why this is a perfect recipe for a visa refusal. However, the best thing to do is to double check your EOI to its full extent before submission. And if possible, you can ask assistance from migration agents as they are expert in this kind of process. Also, they could give you advice on what to do if you don't have enough points on your EOI. Second common mistake is that the occupation you chose is not in demand. You need to understand and identify what jobs are in demand in Australia before deciding to apply for a skilled visa. If the job you chose is not below the sought-after jobs, your visa application might take years to process. One piece of advice I could give you is to research various occupation lists that the department releases each year. However, I want to remind you that these lists will change from time to time. That's why you need to research every now and then and also be updated on these changes. Third common mistake is being in a location with high visa competition. Enticed by the glamour, development, infrastructure, or high-paying jobs, most applicants want to move to a big city. Although all these developments are true, the price of living in such location is higher, and most importantly, the visa application is more competitive. This is not always guaranteed, but states, regions, or provisional areas are much better than bigger cities. For example, you apply for 491 visa in these areas, you will automatically get an additional 15 points on your application. Also, the requirements are much more flexible, and the occupation lists usually are extended. That's why these conditions rarely happen in bigger cities, as those locations have high level of competition or is constantly competitive. Fourth common mistake is to ask assistance from migration agent at the very last minute of your process or your visa application process. Most often, visa applicants usually ask assistance from migration agent if the state or the region already sends them an invitation approval. In this scenario, migration agents will have a short window to organize this case. Apart from it, most of these migration agents are already handling various cases and cannot immediately jump into a new one no matter how urgent this case is. So the best advice I could give you is to start your migration plans with a migration expert or agent. So what is the advantage of this approach? The advantage of this approach is that they could prepare the necessary documents ahead of time. Also, they know your goals. That's why they could assess your eligibility and could give you personalized advice or guidance upon your migration pathway. The new measures and flexibilities of Australian immigration policies could often lead to errors. That is why it is in your best interest to ask assistance from immigration experts or agents in order to avoid these mistakes. If you have any immigration inquiries or questions, leave a comment below or contact us through this given information. This is it for now. Stay safe and catch you in our next video.